Hello. In this video, I'll be discussing what I mean when I say moral responsibility and blameworthiness, as they are two distinct concepts that are easily blurred together. Simply put, as a human being and a moral agent, whether you are morally responsible for your actions is binary. You either are or you aren't. If I walk into a grocery store and I steal a bag of chips, presumably I have done so voluntarily and of my free choice, and as such I am morally responsible for my actions, and liable for both legal punishment and moral shaming if you're into that. If someone holds a gun to my head and says, if you don't walk into that store and steal that bag of chips, I'm going to kill you, you are subject to niche exceptions, no longer morally responsible for that action. Your autonomy has effectively been removed from you. The law recognizes this as well, where someone's ability to consent is taken away from them. They're said to be under undue influence, and their decision-making is effectively no longer their own, allowing them to be released from contracts they entered under that influence and so on. Blameworthiness, on the other hand, is not binary. It's more of a spectrum, or a scale if you'd prefer. Let's return to the previous example. If you steal that bag of chips because you're hungry, you're morally responsible and blameworthy for the action. However, if you steal the bag of chips just because you feel like it and throw it in the trash afterward, you're both morally responsible and, compared to the previous example, more blameworthy for the action. Let's take the example further. We have two moral agents. The first, a 20-year-old college student raised in a wealthy family, want for nothing, trust fund readily in place. The second, a 20-year-old raised in a single-parent household, living in the projects, unsure of whether there will be food on the table when the night comes. Both of these agents are morally responsible should they choose to steal the bag of chips from the store. They should both be subject to the same legal ramifications. However, the disadvantaged agent is clearly less blameworthy for their actions. Their motivations are clearly understandable to all of us. Even if we could theorize of two exact clones, with the only change in factor being their environment, the disadvantaged agent would be far more motivated and far more likely, understandably so, to steal. Thus, they can be said to be far less blameworthy for their actions than that of the disadvantaged agent. As Arthur Schopenhauer famously said, "Man can do what he wills, but he cannot will what he wills."